In this video, I'm going to talk about the Democratic nominee, Joe Biden, and the plan he's laid out to revive the economy if he's elected. With the stimulus talks on life support, I wanted to provide a summary of the plan. The plan is divided into three broad buckets. One, turning the tides of the pandemic. Two, ensuring that monies go to those who need it fast. And three, bringing Congress together to build the next deal. I will discuss all three and the different components within each. If you're new to my channel, I am Tanya Taylor of Grow Your Wealth TV. My channel covers everything personal finance, rebuilding your credit, demolishing debt, investing and protecting your investments so that you can have a worry-free retirement. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I post new contents on Fridays and on Sundays. Please also like the video as it helps the algorithm so that other individuals like you can see my videos as well. So let's talk about turning the tides of the pandemic. In Joe Biden's plan, he talks about reopening the economy. Biden has stated that he will listen to the public health experts who are calling for real testing capacity and contact tracing if someone tests positive, as well as being able to provide the right equipment and protective gear to healthcare workers. The second prong of the Biden plan calls for creating a task force to ensure that monies are getting in the hands of people who need it the most. Here are some of the actions he would take in that respect. He will expedite aid to businesses who commit to help workers remain employed as the crisis progresses. For those who are out of work due to the industry being primarily affected, he plans to boost employment and extend it as long as public health and economic conditions call for it. He also wants to ensure that small businesses remain open by providing loans to these small businesses so that they can pay their rent and other costs that they are currently incurring. He would also go further by meeting with bank CEOs and get them on board in getting these loans out as quickly and as efficiently as possible, also ensuring that priority is given to small businesses. The total amount of this loan is proposed at $377 billion, although Biden has stated that he will not put a cap on this amount. He also plans to have oversight for large corporations to ensure that if they are seeking assistance, that this assistance will go to workers instead of the CEOs and shareholders. There would be strict scrutiny of their payroll plan, and a large focus would be on corporate accountability and employee protection in the event of bankruptcy. Lastly, Biden wants to bring the leaders of Congress together to create the next deal. What he's outlined is the following, and some of this is in the stimulus bill. So unfortunately, if the stimulus does not go through, which it's looking very unlikely that it will at this point in time where we're about a week away from the election, there are things that Biden have in place, but we also want to be reminded that we don't know the outcome of the election, but at least there is something preliminarily being outlined which can be put in place if Biden were to win the election and be installed as the new president. So here are the things that he's outlined. He wants to provide additional checks to families if the conditions require. In terms of student loans, he wants to forgive at least $10,000 minimum per person. For elderly who are receiving Social Security, he wants to increase the monthly Social Security check by $200 a month. Another thing that he's outlined is that he would provide emergency paid sick leave to everyone who needs it, with no one left out. So this would include many people who would normally be left out of this, like people employed in the gig economy and contract workers, as well as those who are self-employed. Biden plans also outlined that he would provide COVID-19 testing, treatment, and vaccine for all, indicating that no one should have to come out of their pocket for these expenses. And lastly, he wants to provide relief to states so that their communities get the help they need, especially those on the front line. And he actually signaled New York out in this proposal. If you're finding this content helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Now, one of the things that I want to note in this plan that has been outlined by Biden is that he said that this is not the last bill, and he will do whatever he needs so that those in need can get the relief that they need. As I mentioned before, obviously, this is just a proposal by a candidate that's running for president. So we don't know what the outcome of the election is going to be. But what's hopeful is that at least he has something going in so that if he is elected as president, there can be groundwork being done to help those who so desperately need the help. Many people have been plunged into poverty as a result of this pandemic, and the stimulus discussions just have not been going well. And at this point, I think most people are feeling that this is not going to happen. We're still hopeful that something will happen, but at this point, it might just be hope that we have. But in any event, I will also provide an update on the latest stimulus discussions, so look out for that video as well. If you did find this content helpful, please subscribe to my channel and share this video. And please make sure to like so that the algorithm will help others like you to see this video. And I'll see you in the next stimulus update.